What if I told you that some of the most famous alien encounters in history weren't just campfire stories, but incidents investigated by police officers, military personnel, and even governments? From mysterious lights that disabled nuclear weapons to terrifying encounters that left witnesses shaken for decades, these are the top 5 alien sightings that continue to baffle experts. Whether you believe they're visitors from another world or simply unexplained phenomena, one thing is certain: these cases refuse to be forgotten. Let's dive into the mysteries. Just after midnight on December 26, 1980, U.S. Air Force security personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge entered Rendlesham Forest after reports of strange lights descending into the trees. Expecting to find a downed aircraft, they instead described a glowing triangular object that silently maneuvered through the forest before disappearing. 2 nights later, Deputy Base Commander Charles Halt led another search and recorded his team's reactions on what became known as the Halt tape. He later wrote an official memo describing the encounter, bringing international attention to the incident. Skeptics point to the nearby Orford Ness Lighthouse and other natural explanations, while supporters argue those explanations fail to account for all the witnesses and reported events. More than 40 years later, the Rendlesham Forest incident remains one of the most famous and debated UFO cases in history.
Looks like an area here, possibly. It could be a blast. It's in the center of the triangle.
You're going to take us my fingers about 3 years too.
Up to what, 7? What? Just jumped up to 7/10 there. 7/10 right here in the center?
We found a small blast, what looks like a blasted or scrubbed up area here. We're getting very positive readings. See, is that here the center?
Yes, it is. Here it looks like an abrasion pointing into the center of the landing area.
It may be old though. There's some scent marks or something on it. Let's go on back around. Looking directly overhead, one can see an opening in the trees plus some freshly broken pine branches on the ground underneath. Looks like someone came off about 15 to 20 feet up. Some small branches about an inch or less in diameter.
Each one of these trees that face into the blast, what we assume is a landing site, all have an abrasion facing in the same.
The Ariel School UFO Incident, 1994. On September 16th, 1994, dozens of children at the Ariel School in Ruwa, Zimbabwe, claimed they witnessed something extraordinary during recess. They described a shiny silver craft landing near the school and small humanoid figures standing beside it. Several children later said the beings communicated with them, not by speaking, but through what they believed was telepathy, warning humanity about pollution and the future of the planet. Within days, investigators recorded interviews with the students while their memories were still fresh. More than 30 years later, many of those witnesses still stand by their stories. While skeptics point to social and psychological explanations, believers argue this remains one of the most compelling mass UFO sighting cases ever reported. More than 60 schoolchildren described seeing a strange craft near their playground. Although no video of the alleged object exists, interviews recorded just days later preserve the children's first-hand accounts.
There on the log.
Yeah?
And then we saw something shiny, so we all ran down over there.
And it was in the early morning?
It was at break time.
Yeah?
And then we saw something shiny. And we saw two people. They were in tight black suit. And they had big eyes. And we didn't actually see their nose. It was quite small.
The Phoenix Lights, 1997. On March 13th, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona looked into the night sky and witnessed something they would never forget. A massive V-shaped formation of bright lights drifted silently overhead. Witnesses, including police officers, pilots, and even Arizona's governor, described an object unlike any conventional aircraft. Later that night, another series of lights appeared over Phoenix, and the U.S. Air Force said those were military flares dropped during a training exercise. While many experts agree the later lights can be explained by flares, debate continues over whether that explanation accounts for the earlier reports of a huge, silent, V-shaped object. To this day, the Phoenix Lights remain one of the most famous and controversial UFO sightings in history. Thousands of people across Arizona reported seeing a huge formation of lights moving silently across the night sky. Multiple residents captured the event on home video, making it one of the most famous mass UFO sightings ever recorded.
Gail? The hell with it. Come here. You see it? I don't know what it is yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to hand hold this bastard.
Gimbal UFO, 2015. In January 2015, U.S. Navy pilots flying off the East Coast captured one of the most famous UFO videos ever recorded. Known as the gimbal video, the infrared footage appears to show an unidentified object rotating as it flies over the ocean. As the pilots tracked it, one exclaimed, "There's a whole fleet of them," suggesting multiple radar contacts in the area. 5 years later, the Pentagon officially released the video, confirming it was authentic military footage of an unidentified aerial phenomenon. While some experts believe camera effects may explain the apparent rotation, others argue the object's identity remains unresolved. Nearly a decade later, the gimbal incident continues to be one of the most debated UAP cases in the world.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
On November 14th, 2004, one of the most famous UFO encounters in history unfolded over the Pacific Ocean. While conducting training exercises, the USS Princeton detected mysterious radar contacts dropping from nearly 80,000 feet to just above the ocean in seconds. Commander David Fravor and his wingman were sent to investigate. When they arrived, they saw turbulent water below and a smooth white object about 40 feet long hovering above it. Fravor said the object had no wings, no exhaust, and no visible means of propulsion. As he moved in closer, it suddenly accelerated away at incredible speed and disappeared. Later that day, another Navy crew captured infrared footage of an unidentified object, the now famous FLIR-1 video. In 2020, the Pentagon officially released the footage, confirming it was authentic military video of an unidentified aerial phenomenon. More than 20 years later, the USS Nimitz Tic Tac incident remains one of the most compelling and closely examined UAP cases ever documented.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing. It's rotating.
From military pilots tracking unexplained objects to thousands of witnesses watching mysterious lights fill the night sky, these cases continue to spark debate around the world. Are they evidence of advanced secret technology, natural phenomena we still don't fully understand, or something beyond our current knowledge? No one knows for sure, but the mystery lives on. Which sighting do you think is the most convincing? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Here on the Hidden Truth Files, we're always uncovering history's greatest mysteries, conspiracies, and unexplained events. Until next time, keep questioning everything.